Welcome back to The Conscience of Kansas with Paul A. Ibbetson.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Dancing with Myself. That's the story of my high school days for certain. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Conscience of Kansas radio program. We want to thank you for listening to the program. Hold on just a second. What's that? From Alaska? Okay, we've been told that we may have a call coming in from Alaska on a global phone, and so we're going to try to prepare to take that. They tell me that it is Chet Waivers, actually our action weather reporter Chet Waivers, and so we're going to try to cue that up for you, ladies and gentlemen. When we weren't expecting this is something, very special to get Chet Waivers on the line. That's right. Chet Waivers, action weather reporter, given the highest per diem of any weather reporter here on the Conscience of Kansas radio program, sent around the world, literally around the globe, to find instances of global warming. He's been missing for some time. We've been like, where is he? We can't find him. We get little notes. Carrier pigeon will maybe bring in something from Saskatchewan or some foreign land where he is trekking out at great danger to himself. Of course, if you're not familiar, and everybody is, Chet Waivers, of course, he is action reporter. The Pacific Islanders call him Mili Kimiki Koko, which stands for Man Who Falls into Volcano. That's right. He's a heartthrob for all the ladies. What is it? Action Weather News. When weather attacks, he's the Geraldo Rivera of weather. Of course, the ladies that read about him in Teen Weather magazine, they just call him Mr. Blue Skies. Our own Chet Waivers. We're trying to cue it up right now. We're having some interference here. We're going to try to get it pulled up and see if we can't talk to him. I don't know what he's got to talk about, but we're going to give it a whirl and just see if we can get him on the line here. Hello, caller. You're live on the Conscience of Kansas radio program.
Paul, it's Chet Waivers, action reporter for Conscience of Kansas radio program, coming to you live from Alaska.
Wow.
Look, there's Russia.
Wow. Chet Waivers, ladies and gentlemen, Chet Waivers is our action reporter that we have out here working on this giant question of global warming. How are you doing, Chet?
Well, I'm doing fine. I'm just going around trying to save the world from itself with the whole global warming situation.
Wow. We are so happy to have you out here. I tell you what, I had a question since we got you here. The billing department said they found a bill that came in for $42,000 for the purchase of, I think it was 40 tons of ice. Can you shed any light on that?
Well, as you know, you did give me a large sum of money to work with, right?
Absolutely.
Well, I figured if there's any way to save the world from global warming, it was by moving some of the ice from the South Pole up to the North Pole.
Oh.
Because the North Pole is shrinking.
That's what we hear. Wow. So I guess you've taken a large amount of ice. Do you have it with you now?
I'm actually traveling on it. It's about 40 tons. You can barely see the other end of it.
Wow. Well, now, what is your hope for the mission of peace here with this giant collection of ice? What are you hoping to accomplish with it?
Well, as we all know, Paul, polar bears are dying. They're on the endangered species list. Are you aware?
I've heard talk of it, yes.
I'm taking time out of my own life to save these noble and wonderful creatures.
Well, that's very interesting. So how's that going?
It's great. I just can't wait to see the joy and happiness in those little critters' eyes when I get their new home out from the South Pole here.
Well, I've heard they're pretty lethargic and dying, that they're not able to swim, and they're really bad state. Do you have any polar bears on visual right now?
Well, actually, I see one coming. He is actually swimming. Funny you should say. And he looks like he's running toward me. He looks to be actually kind of happy, that I'm here.
Well, be careful.
Yeah.
Be careful, Chet. They may be,
Oh, what is he doing? Oh my God, he's got me, Paul!
Don't hurt that bear. Do not hurt that bear, Chet. They are in danger.
He's hurting me!
Treat it like a liberal.
What does that even mean?
Treat it like a liberal, okay?
What does it mean?
It means that he is not responsible for anything that he does. If he bites you, you apologize, Chet Waivers.
That's a horrible idea. Who would have thought of that?
Oh my!
He's charging me to the water, Paul.
Oh my God, Chet, are you still with us, Chet Waivers? Chet Waivers. Oh my goodness, Chet Waivers, ladies and gentlemen. We may have had an incident here on the radio. I don't know. We're going to have to follow up. Chet Waivers, action reporter for the Conscience of Kansas radio program, has not only spent tremendous funds in bringing ice back to the iceless areas of Alaska, but he is also putting himself at great risk. We're going to be following up on this to see if we hear back from Chet Waivers, and of course, we'll want to ensure that polar bear did not hurt a tooth or any other part of the body while it may have been biting Chet Waivers. Wow, amazing. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Blue Skies, our one and only Chet Waivers, is in now tremendous peril. I don't know if we're going to be talking obituary news. Of course, it would be a grandiose funeral if, in fact, our own Chet Waivers were to have passed away, fighting to bring you news of the continuing threat of man-made global warming. Our own Chet Waivers, our prayers go out to him at this time. I don't know, he's so resilient. You know, if you remember all of his work he did in Panama and Grenada when weather attacks and when weather goes bad. Of course, those are on CD if you wish to view them, Chet Waivers. And we just have to believe that he will pull through, that he's resilient enough that he won't go down from this blow. But it looked pretty bad, Chet Waivers, in the death grip of one of the endangered polar bears. Not quite as lethargic as we are told, but we're just going to have to see what happens.